Yes guys, it's Saturday and we're up on the scaffold, which means we're doing a hand-cut roof. Just a little lean-to roof, but we're already faced with some challenges because the scaffold is very low and the inside, there's nothing to stand on really. The trestles only go so high and obviously need to be quite high up to fit the ridge. So we're waiting for the builder to come back and basically come up with some sort of a solution. But look what I've got. Ooh, won this hammer in a Valentine competition for here tools. My dad got the chrome one, so we're gonna put it to the test today and see if it's any better than my old S-Wing hammer and his old Erbauer hammer. Let's see how we get on. First job we're doing is cutting the wall plates. Now, I just sit them on the block work, and then you can't go wrong with sizes and stuff. Just something I've always done. I've got my dad cutting some packets of 4v1 because we're going to prop the wall plate up so that the bricklayers can come after we've done the roof and just fill it in with the mortar. I mean, when I was on site, the bricklayers used to do it forward. Like, we used to cut them, they used to bed it, and then we're ready to go when it was dried. But it is what it is, we'll just get over it there. Just going to go like every other brick. What are you two saying? Every other brick. So it's nicely supported. We've got some good fixing points now. And you just concrete screw it down, fix it in place, ready to roof. Right, next job is to, if I can, get it parallel so that I can just use the same rafter every time all the way along. I can use it as a pattern rafter. So all I'm doing now is using a bit of 4v1, packed off the wall plate to also get it straight all the way along. And then that means you've got a nice straight wall plate and you guarantee you can cut your rafters the same all the way along, which is always nice. But I've already measured it and it was about 5mm difference, so I can probably pull the wall plate to suit with it only being 5mm. And then I'll just use a template rafter, just cut them all in one go. Right, now that the string's on, you just go along, sliding that down the back of the string, and then you know that your wall plate's straight then. I'll show you now. So what I'm going to do is measure from the brickwork to the outside of the wall plate at this end, fix it in place, do the same at that end. Hopefully it's about the same. Like I was saying, we can do a pattern rafter if it is. And then I'll go along, putting that in towards the middle, then fix it all in. And then we can start thinking about putting my rafter in there. Right. Right, so that's 2.6 at that end. Get a fixing in here. Nope. What do you reckon? Do you think you'll get it? Good. Right. No, there's only about 5mm difference in that, so we'll just go with that, I think. And we'll fix it in place. Right, let's straighten it out then. Dad's going to continue to straighten the wall plate out and I'm going to cut my first rafter to find out the angle.
I'll see what it shows on there, but really...
Well, the detail shows finished height of the lead under the window. So I would usually say it would be maximum height of 2 course below. But you really want to go 3 for a good upstand of the lead. But looking at 2 course above, well, 3 courses above the sill is going to be 17 degrees, which is the minimum you can go for these tiles, isn't it? Or is it less? 17 and a half. Right, so the minimum pitch that I was saying before has to be 17 and a half degrees for these tiles. So I've got this square from Roofing Square Dan, Roofing Essentials. So we're going to use the roof pitch, slide it up to 17 and a half degrees and lock it in. That's your plumb cut. And then when it comes to doing your seat cut, you just lift this up to the depth of your bird's mouth, lock it in and draw around it, and you're good to go. So this is going to be my first rafter, just so I can work out where I'm going to set the ridge to. Just getting this ridge fixed up, then we can start cutting some rafters. Don't know if you can see this, but we've propped a little bit of timber underneath here so that when we're levelling the ridge across, we only need to hold one end of the ridge just to make our life a bit easier. Right, we're going to try the first one in. Hopefully we can use this all the way along the roof as a pattern rafter, like I keep telling you. Right. Bloody lovely that is. Very nice, very nice. I'm just going to try it all the way along the roof now and then we can see whether or not there's much difference in it. Nice little tip for you if you're working on your own. Get a nail off your strip and just tap it on the end. Bend it round. So that when you lift it up at the ridge, it just sits on the top of the ridge and you don't have to worry about it falling off while you nail a wall plate. And you go to the other side, nail it, pull the nails out. Don't say I don't tell you anything. Try that again, because it might, might be able to get it back. Like at this end, you might be able to use it. You might have a belly in the middle of the wall on the existing building. A lot different, isn't it? What's the gap to the ridge there? Like 10 mil? Yeah, right. 50 mil? Absolutely no chance that's 50 mil. White flush, yeah. 25 mil. So it's 25 mil longer at this end than it is that end. Hello mate, alright? And right, so we're just gonna have to cut them individually then? Right, so we're gonna have to cut them individually. Alright, so 50mm X on the right hand side, and I'll nail this in. Given that my dad's Milwaukee First Fix going to go today, because I technically don't really have a nail gun that works. So we'll see how this one works. Although it is a bit heavy. Here.
Hey, look.
Here. Title for this one can be Father and Son Pitch a Lean-To Roof. If anyone wants to send anything to her. You're on the wrong side of the line, Mush. That's why your X is on the other side.
I know, but what I was doing was looking at the thing. There you go, Shag.
Right, I'm just going to put one nail in for now. Oh, that's nice. Right, you put one in there. Make sure it's on the line. It needs to come back this way a little bit. Right, now put one in the top, going down. Right, that'll do.
It's a beast.
That's a boost. So is this. Dad's not using his. Oh, he is. He's got it out the box.
Good boy.
The Martinez gang.
Oh, scratched it.
Yeah, we're terrified to scratch these. So this next Velux is centre of this window below. So we're going to work that out now. 1485 divided by 2.
What?
1485 divided by 2. I'm going to go straight to the calculator because
792.
1495 divided by 2. 747
7,
and a half.
747 and a half.
That's the centre of the Velux there.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting for Miles to send us that centre. You'll have to double check that. Plumb straight up there. I'll just go for it. Right. Because I trust my measurements, you see. So it's 1095 to the centre of your Velux. So just put your mark on and then put C with a line through the middle. Because that's what you would put for centre.
Oh.
C. Centre of Velux. Dumb and dumber do a roof.
Dimmy.
Right, so the roof pitch, 18 degrees. Simply mark that with the square. Cut it. Don't leave it short the other end of the bloody rafter. And then from my plumb cut to the wall plate, it was 2717. 2717. Like that. Put the plumb cut on. Oh, hang on. Measure down from your plumb cut 110mm because that was height above plate. And then you just use this bit to set the depth of your bird mouth. Lock it in, and you're good to go. Easy as that. If you've done it a few times. That needs adjusting again, that. Needs adjusting again. Right. Ah! Once you've got a cut, pass it up to the lad you're working with, aka me dad. Get him to nail it in. You might want to put a nail in the top like what I've done on that one, just to stop it from falling forward. Another important thing to do is to look down the side to check the curve in the timber, so that when the roof settles, it straightens itself out. Don't forget to do that. Another handy tip, which I've just thought about there. Get two circular saws set up. One at this end, one at that end. One for the bird's mouth and one for the plum cut. That way you're not carrying the saws up and down. Thank us later for that one. Right, time to time to teach Dad how to cut a rafter. Because I'm going to be doing the measurements, he's going to be doing the cutting. We've decided, haven't we?
Yes, Callum.
Yes, Dad. Right. Right. 18 degrees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 18 plum cut. Cut it off. Nice cut though. Nice straight cut. Right. This is the important part now.
Yeah.
Slide to the left. From your plum cut. 27.15 and just pull it down like that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pass it the brick. Because for some reason it keeps falling off. The fairies keep moving it. And then literally just, when you've got that, it's already set up. When that point meets there, that one, like that. And just use that saw because it's easier. Cut it. It's easier to be accurate with that, I think. Like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then finish it off with a hand saw. So obviously,
I've got to do some labour.
you've got to use the old school technique because we don't cut past the joints because it looks rough, and we aren't rough. Not all the time.
There's one of them early.
Right. When I shout a measurement now, all you need to do is measure from the plum cut, straight line, when it meets.
Roger.
Yeah?
Roger.
Roger Dodger. I'll tell you what. At first, when I was thinking of getting one of these, the weight putters off of my dad got one, but now I'm using it. It's actually really not that bad. So, it's fair to say I'm enjoying it. Nice change. The only thing that's a bit weird is when you push the gun in to use it, you're waiting for that noise where it goes like a pass load. So you're just waiting, but it doesn't come. So it puts you off. Oh yeah. Hold it. It's windy out now. Right. 8, 12, 16. Yes, the boys. It's the last rafter. Let's see how it fits. Oosh. 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 Like a glove. That's naughty, that is, bruv. I can honestly say I'm actually quite impressed with the Milwaukee gun. Milwaukee. But the roof is looking very good. I'm well impressed. Gets in. Time to do some, put the Velux noggins in, and then cut the feet. And then, unfortunately, we are going to have to come back tomorrow. But that's just to do all the straps and stuff like that. But yeah, bit of a mission. It's like 40-minute. It's like a 40-minute drive just to come put some straps and truss clips and shit on, which I don't think they need personally. But hey, who am I to talk? Not one that like. Wait. Now we need to go to the other side. Here's a little trick for everyone when your timbers are warped and you need to put noggins in. I'm gonna give this one to Dad because I'm terrible with working ratchet straps. I cannot use it to save my life. Hang around, don't get tight. Hang around. Because YouTube will not allow me to have music on. Right.
It's a bit rusty strap.
Get your ratchet strap. Like that. Go on, tighten it. That'll do.
That'll do.
Just use a ratchet strap now. I don't have to worry about it falling on my head.
That'll do, Shag.
Right. Get a square on that. Get that first noggin square, then you can just work straight off that one.
I'll go here a meter. Oh,
A meter, yeah. No, not off that one though. I've got another one on to go.
oh.
Get this one in first, and then then you can do that.
Yeah.
Huh? Nice and tight.
Old Faithful.
Huh?
Old Faithful.
The Old Faithful square.
No.
Huh?
No.
That's better. Fingers. You know what nail is.
Let's do it.
The square?
Who knows?
Hopefully. I think you're going past the line on that side. Yeah. Just whack it in. Right guys, that wraps up our Saturday shift. As you can see behind us, we've got the Velux noggins in and that one. So we need to cut all these feet tomorrow. Put the hangers on the Velux noggins, put the clips on the wall plate. Clips? Wall plate straps on the wall plate. Hangers, etc, etc. All the metal work, that's not very interesting, so I'm not going to bother showing you that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, drop a comment. Peace out.